name is Steve Resnick. I am the president of North America for Get My Parking. I have the distinct privilege of working with just fantastic teams of sales and customer support and product professionals and serving a diverse group of clients in gated and gateless environments. So I got into the business in 1994. People were running cigar box operations, we called them, because basically customers would come on to a facility a lot and the parking attendant would be holding essentially a cigar box and it would have cash in it to make change. You'd hand out what we call a two-part park and lock ticket, which still exists to this day. But boy, has technology evolved in the last few years, and this device right here has really shifted the industry. Just like in your own life, if you can imagine your own consumer behaviors, if I can plan a trip, an international trip without a single piece of paper, I can do it right here. I can get through TSA, I can get my Uber, my Lyft, my hotel arrangements, everything in between right here. It stands to reason we should be able to get in and out of a parking facility using the same technology. The most fun I've had in 30 years, I'm going to date myself, but I got into the business in June of 1994 as a parking facility manager. So I've had an incredible journey of learning and process improvement, but the team at GMP, all the people, we have a blast. You know what? We take what we do very seriously, but at the same time, we're having a lot of fun, and we like to bring fun to our clients. We love the industry. We love the industry engagement, the state and regional associations. And, listen, if I can be excited about getting up at 4:30 in the morning my time, actually about being on calls at 4:30 in the morning my time with our team overseas, something is right about that. I've got this phrase that everybody knows, but I think it's particularly applicable in the parking industry, playing nice in the sandbox. So what relevance does your technology have in terms of existing technology roadmaps when there are other firms, parks equipment, pay stations, mobile payments, handhelds, enforcement, LPR, all these different pieces of the puzzle? Can your technology come into an existing technology roadmap and have relevance? And can you work with those other technology firms either through integration, strategic partnerships? How do you collectively work to enhance customer experiences? And I would say about GMP, what I've kind of realized is not only do we play nice in the sandbox, I believe we are the sandbox. We've got an incredible value proposition for gated and gateless environments, app-based, app-free. We touch EV. We've got real-time geo-targeted public messaging and digital advertising. And truly, we're creating great customer experiences. So AI is the buzzword, right? Everybody goes around using that phrase. And the question is, what does it mean? What value is AI bringing to the different disciplines, the different verticals for gated and gateless environments, and how is it being used to make processes more efficient, to basically go beyond the constraints and legacy trappings of legacy applications? Very hard to just say, hey, I've got this kind of old school application here and I'm going to throw AI into the mix. I mean, you start by saying, hey, we're not using tickets in gated environments. What does that mean? How do we do that? If a capture rate from an LPR camera is, say, 95%, the question is, can you take that capture rate, the same read rate, up to 99% in 800 milliseconds? AI can help you do that. And that's one of the things that we're doing, and that's why we're transforming user experiences. And I think AI gets people potentially out of the lost ticket business, out of the paper ticket business. So I think AI will continue to push the envelope and bring new possibilities to existing verticals and disciplines. I think there are some firms out there that are using AI very wisely and interestingly to get accelerated results. Yes, I believe it was July 18th. We came to market with our ExpressLane solution, our revolutionary ExpressLane solution, which is, I have to tell you, it's one of the great innovations I've seen. It's really leading our growth. It's our marquee product, and there's so much around ExpressLane that I'd love to share in a simple interview, but I would just say, kind of like I highlighted about the discussion about AI, getting people out of the paper ticket business in a gated environment. No more lost tickets. 84% of in-lane intercalls basically evaporated, and we can use existing infrastructure. That could mean existing LPR cameras, existing gates, that kind of thing. And there's a whole evolution around signage and what you're instructing customers to do. And we've got these digital displays that we can offer. So ExpressLane to me is a hardware light, CapEx light alternative to doubling and tripling down and making the same type of investment without really the other benefits that come with an AI-driven experience to improve processes, accountability, revenue control, all the above. And we're seeing ExpressLane work in really diverse operating environments. So with diverse constituencies, we've got all these different use cases, and it's just kind of a joy to watch. People drive in, gate opens. So the single most remarkable thing about this year to me was the release of ExpressLane. I think gates have gotten a bad rap. But when you run enforcement programs, and I've done that in the public sector, you realize that gates are a very functional, appropriate enforcement tool in certain environments. It's also, in the minds of customers, there's a perceived level of security in a gated environment. And I have to tell you, in 2017, I was pulling gates out of garages and literally going with, LPR and pay stations and mobile payments and that kind of thing. And gates may not be right for every environment, but they certainly have value. And I think that'll continue to be the case for as long as this industry is around. ExpressLane to me, it's the missing link. And there's such a value proposition between the real cost of a full-blown, we get to these end-of-life park situations. So, okay, landlord's got to write the big check, $300,000, $500,000, we've got to upgrade, we're at end of life. And now they're in this amortization schedule over the next 5 to 7 years. It's very expensive, but we can take with ExpressLane legacy, gate infrastructure all the way back to federal APD, to state-of-the-art parks equipment that you see today, very expensive installs, and for less than $2,000 a lane, we can outfit essentially you to be out of the paper ticket business, the lost ticket business. Those who rely upon conventional wisdom will get left behind. And then slowly but surely over the last, maybe even, 10 years, you just see more and more tech, and this is a tech-driven industry. So I see that continuing. That's almost rhetorical for anybody that's a student of the game in the industry. I think legacy systems and solutions will get left behind in the ordinary course because we're also in economic times which require new answers, and you need to do something different. You need to bring a different value proposition to the same old problem. Otherwise, if you don't have that answer, somebody else is definitely bringing that answer to the opportunity. So my prediction for 2025 in a nutshell is anybody tied to conventional wisdom simply gets left behind.